What's up, everybody? Tweech here, and welcome back to more Demon Souls. We are going to continue on with our journey through the walkthrough. In just a moment here, we're going to go over to World 2 and get ourselves the meat cleaver. So, with our quality build, part of the walkthrough is to show you many different weapons to use, and it's up to you what you feel best using. So what we're going to need is two things. We have this swollen demon soul. Now you could just leave this in your inventory. That's not a problem. The other thing that we're going to need to take out of our inventory will be a club. Now I suggest using a regular club. You could also use the great club at 0 upgrades, so that they're the easiest to use. I suggest the club. This way you could save the great club, because I don't know if you could get that anywhere else throughout the playthrough. I don't recall, but I know the club you could purchase separately. With that, let's go over to World 2, and I'll show you the meat cleaver. Now, another use for the swollen demon soul is to get regeneration, which is a very good miracle that you could use. It just slowly regenerates your health over time. It's pretty potent, so it could be useful as well if you don't feel like you want to use the meat cleaver.
And show me your steel.
So we're going to upgrade this guy to the meat cleaver. Very simple. Requires 3. I need 3 more. This guy, shade heater, shield, we're good. So, to show you, I'm going to come up here just in case I don't want to accidentally hit Mr. Ed here. Okay. Now, one of the reasons why we got our faith up to 16 is so that we could also use this meat cleaver. It does require a... where is it? Yeah, so it requires 16 faith and 26 strength. So it's pretty beefy in stats, and that's exactly what we have. We have our 26, 16. Now, the other great thing about this is that it has S scaling off of both the dexterity and the strength. So this makes it a very good quality weapon. Now, you could see I'm overweight here, so we will need to use the Ring of Great Strength, or I think if we just take, we're going to have to take more than that off. We have the black gloves on. Yeah, we would have to rearrange some things here in order to use it the right way, but we'll put the Ring of Great Strength. This has some pretty good movesets. It's a big, bulky sword, and this thing hits a little slow. And as you can see, the third strike is that whirlwind attack. You got your down, reverse, and then your 3 R1s. Your R2, the big donk coming down. You have a roll and then a stomp. This is quick, very good for PvP. You can see that area of attack. Step back, donk. That's an R1. Let's see what the step back R2 just kind of does that again. And they're all two-handed, one-handed. One side swipe, and that's all it is. There's no follow-up to that. Just side swipes. Same thing with the R2. They're just one big donk down. Now let me see. I believe this is the one that... yeah, also drains a small amount of HP from targets. Perhaps a reflection of the Adjudicator's gluttonous nature. So you you do gain a little bit of HP when using this. So we will bring this with us. I may switch over. What is our equipment burden or item burden? Yeah, we're pretty high right now. Don't need those. I need 2 arrows. That should be plenty. Put that away. That away. Okay. So let's go up to our upper Latria. Now make sure that you have your thief ring handy, also a bunch of arrows. The boss is pretty rough, and we are going to use some arrows to get them. There's 2 of them. They are the Maneaters. Try to get them back down to fight us. So here we go. We're going to go forward. You could use the meat cleaver or stick with your claymore. Your choice. Don't fall. Now I have been playing a little bit more of Dark Souls and Sekiro, so hopefully I won't get won't be too bad with the controls and remembering where everything is. All right, let's go. Just run past this guy for now, and we'll go right over to these next few. So 2 donks, and he's down. That guy's just gonna keep on going back and forth. Up to you if you want to go after him. So you could go right or left. We're gonna start. Yeah, let's go to the left. Sorry. We're going to go up the steps. If the demons and stuff are coming at you pretty quick, you could opt to switch out, put the thief ring on. That'll help with it, but also don't forget you may have to switch out your weapon. Okay, so we're going to come up here, and right off the corner here, we're going to just walk straight off. Don't roll, you will fall down and die. Clip this ledge, and we will get the Ruin Shield and Sword. Now this weapon is more based on magic, so we are going to put those away. We are not a magic build, including the shield. The downside to it is that it breaks very easily. It only has an 80 durability, so it breaks pretty easy. I'm going to drop down here and get a couple items. Yeah, might as well. We're going to be coming down here a little bit later on anyway, so you could do this now or... What? Now you can see this is a slow wind-up. You really got to time your hits on it. Try not to roll. Roll right off the ledge. Come on, man. Excuse you. Oh, I did forget an item. We have to go back up anyway, so I'll get it there to show you what we missed. Okay, grab these couple items here. Yeah, as you can see, you get a little bit of HP. It's nothing that's gonna You know, it's not game breaking here. And then we're going to go back up. That other path will be open in a little bit later on in this episode, actually. Okay, come out here. Grab some spice. Spice is nice. Alright, sorry for the weird cut there. Had some echoing going on with the start of this world. So let's I think I got it fixed. Oh, this is what we forgot. We got to come up here. There was one item that we missed. I tend to miss this one, but right here. Some fresh spice, and we'll continue on. Okay. So after you come back up, after you get the ruin blade, we're going to go to the left and go up the steps. This way is blocked. We'll come back this way in just a bit. Oh, big donk. And the reach on this is pretty good, I must say. Alright, so you're gonna go do your flying around shit. Yeah, sometimes I'll just go fuck around up there. Shoot them with your bow. Try not to use too many arrows, though. I mean, I brought a few holy arrows. I don't think that really matters too much. Got the Flamberg. Or Flamberg. Alright, so we're going to put this away. This is a really, really strong weapon as well. It has a similar moveset. It's like the Claymore and stuff. But we're going to stick with the Meat Cleaver and send you to storage. Let us continue. Two nice R2s will take care of him. Little R2-D2s. Oh. Alright, so this part, just be careful. Just take your time. Baby steps. Baby steps. Oh. Always. Always scares me. Get the age spice and then up this stairway. There'll be a couple of these gargoyles. Don't run up here. You can just go past these. You can see that guy just dropped, but just keep on going. But then slow down. There is an elevator. If you run, you could fall down this hole and you're almost dead, I think. Oh, we're going to keep on going. I don't think you die. I think you just fall back down the steps, but just be careful. Come around the elevator for the Stone of Ephemeral Eye. And perfect timing. And here we go. Meat Cleaver. There's another one that'll drop down here, I believe. Oh no, he was already there. Now we just need to kill these guys. Okay, so the first part of the heart is down, and that's our goal here. We will be coming back up here eventually. We will need to get the world to pure white tendency. And when we do that, a bridge will appear, and we need to get a key. So we'll go over that during the white world tendency phase. We will be going down to the bottom here, and you can, if you want to skip this next part, you know, on more playthroughs on New Game Plus and stuff, you could just take these elevators straight down to where we're going to go. But we need to kill this dude down here. Just go off to the left side, and yep, no item there. Okay, Archstone. I'm not too worried about our character tendency, but I think if we kill this guy, it will change our character tendency. It shouldn't shift our world tendency. Another way you could do it is by pushing him off the edge. A gravity fall does not change tendency, I believe.
Are you here to fight the demons?
Talk to this douchebag.
And help me escape this place. I am on your side.
Yeah,
I have come
really
to
sound
face
like it.
The demons.
Trust me, you do want to kill this guy. Number one, you do get his armor, which is one of the best in the game. But if you don't, he goes back to the Nexus and eventually starts killing all the NPCs there, ultimately destroying your game. So yeah, he's a dick. So I don't think it matters. So I'm just gonna slap him. I might be able to just push him off. If not, oop. Okay. And he's done. Okay, grab. We're gonna just send it to storage. All his gear to storage. I don't think that changes our. No, we're still one step to white for killing the one. What am I? Yeah, one boss. So let's take a look here. I'm getting close on my storage capacity, but honestly, I'll just put those away since I have quite a bit of other heals. Age Spice don't need. Ephemeral Eye don't need. Those don't. Yeah, the souls don't cost any or count towards any weight. And we're good. Alright, now we could go into his cage and go right down. There are a lot of, well, not a lot, I should say. There's a few things to do with pure white and pure black tendency in this world that we are going to come back to, especially getting this to pure black before we finish World 5. There is a ring that we need to get when this is pure black called the Sodden Ring that'll help us walk through a swamp that's in World 5. Without it, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it definitely is much, much more challenging. I just want to see what I'm doing damage-wise. So we have 387. And then what is... Yeah, 297. So that's with a quality claymore plus 5. So we're doing a lot less damage. However, the moveset is much quicker here. So I'm going to switch back over to this. Now, that will allow me to go to the thief ring. Alright, so does it go to the right, or I believe we have to go to the left if I'm not mistaken, but let me just see here. I should check my notes. Since we're here, we're going to get this item here. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place down a couple of these just to show the path that we want to take. Going up this way, I might as well just get this item. This path is the way to progression, but we are gonna, yeah, might as well just get this. Okay, we're gonna go this way first, down here. Yeah, still both are 2 hits, so. Except for that little dude. Come down to the right. This is the other area, and this is why I wanted to come over here. Yeah, we're going to come back. If you would have went down those first elevators, this is where you would have came down. Here. Okay. So then what you would do is you'd come up here. There's nothing over this way. And go to the right. Kill these guys. Come up here. Okay, before we continue on, like I said, we're going to go back to the left here. These guys aren't dropping much for me. Or anything, really. Alright, this area is going to be where the primeval demon is. Once we get this to pure black. So just keep note of this area. The one thing with these guys is that if they hit you with that tail spike, it will bust up your equipment. It'll break it. Okay, so now we're going to drop down here, and we're just going to stick to the right side here. Fragrant ring. We're going to hide here and start shooting the ball. The ball of bodies. There we go. Okay. When we get this world to pure black, this, if you could see it, this ring up here, or that glowy, will drop. And that is the sodden ring, and that's what we're going to be going for. Continue on to the right. Grab the chunk. Keep on going. Now we're back to where I showed you where those elevators were. If we would have taken the first ones, we're right back here. Okay. Gonna come around to the left and then to the right. Now that area is pretty much complete. Still nothing. There isn't anything down here. If you fall, that's fine. Just work your way back around, but there's no items or anything. Up here could be a little tricky, so be careful. There's quite a bit of these guys. So two come at you right away. There is a third one that sometimes will jump down on you, especially if you don't have the thief ring on. That's why I switched over, because these guys could be a little cumbersome. Grab the soul and the grass. And through the fog gate. Yeah, over here to the left. So this is where the anti-magic field, you should still have this on if you're following this guide. This is where it'll come in handy. And it doesn't matter, you could put the meat cleaver back on or use the claymore, but I'm going to just keep the claymore on for now. Anti-magic, and we're going to sneak up here, and yeah, you can't do anything, but... Okay, and on our way up. The other thing that the anti-magic field does is anything in the area will start glowing. So if there's any ambushes, for instance, so you'll come up here and you can see him already glowing. I mean, if you're not paying attention, he's going to smack you, but... And dead. Nothing. These guys have been stingy, I'll tell you what. Alright, so we are going to sneak over this way. There is an item here. Good spice. Now be very careful. You could hit him, and they could hit you. Alright, now you see the lizard over there. That's why we came in here first. We're going to go up and snag this lizard quick before he gets away. Or maybe not. There we go. Man, they really slowed those guys down. I'm glad they did. I've been playing the original Demon's Souls for the PS3, and man, if you haven't seen it, it's still fun. It's just like this. Obviously, the PS5 is all redone, remastered, but those lizards take off on you, and I don't know if most of the time you can't even catch them. They are fast in the original. Okay, and to the left. There's no other item on this platform, so I just missed it. I don't think you die if you fall down here, but well, maybe you do. That's what that dude did. This one's a long one. I'm just switching over to cleaver since we have it. Okay, same thing as we did at the other tower. chop these guys down. Okay, so that's all done. And now we made a big circle. We're pretty much back at the beginning of the world here. And drop off. If you didn't get this item earlier, it'll be there. Now we come back up. Now it's up to you if you want to go back to the Archstone and all that. Use your souls that you have. Go ahead and do that. I'm not going to. Now with that heart that fell, we're going to go back down to the bottom. So originally I was debating about going to the bottom first like we did, but I don't think it really matters. It just adds a little bit of extra time. As for, you know, logistical path, it didn't make much sense since we're going that way now. A little redundancy, but that's okay. Now this time you're going to have to be a little bit more careful. These things are all over the place. These were not there before. Alright, and to the right there's going to be one of those guys really close, so just get ready. Both of these guys. Oh, he fell. Got those items and the ones behind me. We're going to come in here to the right. Rapier and the golden mask. Golden mask is good because we're going to trade that in to get a colorless soul. Ring of Avarice. Let's go. That is a ring that's going to help us farm more souls. You get 20% more souls when you have that ring equipped. All these goodies, ephemeral eyes, souls, I'll tell you. Good stuff. And this is why we went to the right instead of the left. The right, we come to the back side of all these things. And that's it. Now we make our way up for the boss. If you want, you could go back, spend your souls, just in case you're gonna have if you have a tough time with these guys. These are probably the Maneaters without the thief ring. I don't want to call it a thief ring cheese, but the mechanics of this fight get broken with the thief ring. You'll see in just a little bit. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna spend these souls. And I'll just show you, yeah, some of these things are going to respawn. It's not that big of a deal because we're going up the path anyway, so we don't have to redo the entire world. But if you don't, if you're not going to go back and you just want to continue on to the path, you could skip ahead in the video to that portion. or just wait through. But try it yourself. It's not that difficult of an area to get up to the boss, but like I said, the boss is the Maneaters are really, really tough. So I suggest only using or only spending the souls that you have. Don't pop all these just yet. I mean, if you want to, go ahead. But we are going to increase, what is 91? Gets our stamina back up, and our equipment burden gets a little bit higher. I think we're going to get our dexterity up. There we go. For this fight. Since we're here, I'm going to grab a couple more arrows. 75 is plenty. I just don't want to keep on coming back to get stuff, you know what I mean? 75, 40 arrows, that should give us enough. 115. Clear out some inventory.
I'm keeping a close watch on you.
Since we're here. I'll keep the gold mask on me, just because I know I'll forget about it later. And I want to turn that in for another colorless soul. Let's go back up. I don't think we need... I'll buy a couple. A little bit of healing, a little half moon grass. We already have, I think, 2 of these. Could get 8. That's plenty. So if you died, or you just went back to the Nexus like we did, we'll show you how to get to the boss right from the start. Just remember all those dudes will respawn. We're just going to run past them, hopefully. Won't be too much of a hindrance. I think I can get around that guy, yep. And then up to the left. I'm not worried about him. If you don't have anti-magic field, that's fine. We could use your bow to kill this next guy. This next Black Phantom. Just go to the left of the steps. Get this item underneath. Nothing really else is around. Now we're going to go up. Now just be careful. You could fall off the right side. The left side has a little ledge on it. And sometimes what I'll do is, if I don't have anti-magic, I'll stop here and use my bow and peg this guy. But since we have anti-magic field, we just got to make sure that we run up. You can see he's already kind of glowing. There we go. You know, I've seen a lot of playthroughs. I played this game quite a bit, and when going this route certainly makes the game much simpler the way we did by getting that anti-magic field. A lot of these worlds and enemies that do use magic, I mean, it just puts them in their place. Okay, so at the top of the steps, you want to kind of turn around and stick to the right path here. Roll through these pots. There's a couple items here. Or one item. Just be careful you don't fall down. Like I said, there isn't a ledge on the right side of that stairway. And then we're going to go past the fog door for now. That's the boss room. And get 8 aged spices. Spices are nices. Alright, as for the purpose of this fight, and to talk a little bit of strategy, a lot of times if you were to go into body form, there is usually a bunch of signs for phantoms you could go in with some co-op. But for our purpose, we're going to put the quality claymore back on. We're going to drop this, not really drop it, but we're going to switch it to the thief ring. We don't really need this on, but it doesn't really hurt. This is going to be our main setup. Arrows and some sticky white slime using our claymore. Now when we go in here, it's a very good idea to just run after this guy. You could get a couple hits in. There's one right off the bat, one Maneater. It's basically a larger gargoyle that we've been fighting through this world. But they can knock you off the edges of the tower very easily. So our goal obviously is to get pretty much to fight them near the platform, and you'll see that if you haven't seen it before, you'll see when we go in. There's a platform about halfway up the path that we're gonna try to fight the most on. But make sure you have this thief ring on. You'll see it makes these guys stupid, and I mean stupid. They don't know what's going on. But we are going to use our slime. We're going to come right in here. Now feel free to just bash this guy once. Roll away. Iffy. Oh yeah. Nope. Alright. The snake, what it'll do is it kind of buffs them. So you want to make sure. Yep, you can see he's being buffed. We're going to stay around this side here. And now that he's buffed, it won't matter. But we're going to try to slap this snake's tail right off him. Can't do it. But just stay on the other side here. And like I said, he gets stupid. He forgets about you. Run down and slice. What? The idea is you want to try to kill this guy before the other one comes. But the other one will show up. Just be careful. Like I said, they get really dumb. He's going to walk down that side. This is the guy that we want. Okay, so we killed the first one. Stay on this side. Again, we're going to go for the snake tail. Only a couple hits. Do not stay locked on. And hide behind. And run back. Yeah, this, I know it's a bit of a cheese, but to be honest with you, the mechanics are broken on this fight. Without the thief ring, you are the one that gets cheesed during the fights. And, I mean, you could look them up. Look, all the broken fights, like this part, like he'll... This is why we need the, need our arrows, but, yep, here's one of the broken parts. It just back and forth. See if I could nab him. Right about here. There we go. Just stay on the side. He's getting all cranky. They are weak to fire, so keep that in mind. Pine resin probably would do a little bit more damage than the white slime, but... And they're down. Okay, so we're going to grab that. And before you go any further, we're going to come back here and grab another item. On the left side, or the right side, depending on what you're looking at here, there is a rapier. Oh no, not a rapier. It's the moon sword. Thought it was a rapier for a moment. And one tidbit of warning. Do not go past the archstone. This is an extremely high invasion location. You'll see why in just a moment. Alright, now it's time to pop those souls. The mixed... let me just look really quick. The mixed soul is for the shittiest dagger. It's called the Needle of Eternal Agony. Now, you may think it's really good because when I read you what this does, it does very little damage. It does 10 physical damage, 50 magic damage, so it's worthless damage-wise. But for every attack, you gain 20 souls from that target. So you might think, oh, well, that's a fantastic farming method. No, it's shit. The time it'll take you to kill something, you know, even going back to World like 2, for example, killing those things will take a long-ass time just to get a few hundred souls. Maybe 1,000 souls. Not really worth it. And that's all that this demon soul is worth. I suggest using the soul, and you'll get a 7,600 souls. Unless you really want the weapon, go ahead and do that. There is no trophy for all weapons collected. Otherwise, I would have said yes, go ahead and get that weapon.
Then touch the deep soul of the mind.
Alright, so we will... Let's pump up our vitality a bit. We're getting a little low.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. Art thou finished?
So now we have this next boss fight coming up. It could be a little nerve-wracking, especially if you're not good at PvP. This is an automatic PvP unless you're in offline mode. You will fight a player as the boss. So to prepare for that, we could do a couple things here. I think we're pretty much prepared. It's just I am not very good at PvP outside of two specific builds. Number one is mage, obviously, with a mage build. a lot of players are good, if you want to classify them as good PvP players with a mage build, because it's easy mode with Firestorm and some other things. The other build that I'm good with on PvP is my Faith build. I have high regen, I pack that on, anti-magic field, second chance, a whole bunch of different things, and I'm very tanky. So this quality build, I am a little worried. I don't have a lot of damage that I'm capable of doing. But we do have anti-magic field. So, with that, let's continue. I do want to finish this world with this in this particular video. I don't think I want anything else. I may... Let's just repair everything, just in case. Upgrade. Can't upgrade that. Do I want to be cheeky with these? I could only get 2 anyway. That's okay.
You come back alive.
What that does is you could throw those at, you know, just throw them at an enemy, and they can't heal for a short amount of time. It blocks the ability to use the grass. Cheeky for PvP. There is... I've only used it once in PvE against the... There's a Black Phantom that appears in World 4 that, man, he just pisses me off. We'll see him later on, but he will... You could get him down to like a sliver of health, and he'll use a full heal, and it's just bullshit. Do I need anything else for this fight? Typically, I'll go in with anti-magic field on, because if somebody wants to be cheeky and firestorm me right when I come in, they don't have a chance. The shield can deflect, so we will try that. The other thing that we'll switch to is this dragon sword. Alright, let's give it a shot. My heart starts pounding with this every single time. Like I said, I am garbage at PvP. So. So typically I skip this, but since we're going through this walkthrough, we'll watch it. I'm just going to check to make sure we are online. Okay. If you're having trouble with, you know, PvP, you can go offline and a NPC will be there as the boss. Still a little challenging, but by far much easier. And as you can see, we did get a Phantom. Throw on your anti-magic for now. A couple of these black phantoms are right up here. And get this guy before he goes. Okay. So we are going to wait until this runs out. And then we're going to cast it again before we go in. What, did he get hurt or something? Oh, he's sitting over here. Little cheeky guy. We will keep the thief ring on. Or maybe we could do this. I don't know if this will work. Regenerator ring. I'll put this on for now. Makes black phantoms harder to detect us. Oh. Man. He is... That was rough. Very glitchy. I think it's because of the Ohio server. He was far away from us. Yeah, like I said, I'm not good at PvP with this type of build. Let's see. I think I have to exit the game. I'm gonna try that again with a server that I'm closer to. He was pretty far away from us and still hitting us pretty good. So let's see what's, yeah, default should be North Virginia. Okay, we'll try that. Maybe we won't have anything as laggy. Alright, we just have to run back up there. Same thing, we're gonna skip this. And, I think there's one more. We'll see if we get invaded again. Sometimes we don't on a second time, but there we go. Okay, like before, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit. Can't really tell what he is, or... Man. Yeah. I'm gonna have to switch up my sword. It's a little too slow. You could get around and backstab. Yeah, the other thing I wanted to do, maybe I'll switch to this and yeah, I don't really need that on, do I? Here we go, attempt. I might have to switch these out because this is gonna be a long episode. Even with a magic user, I got my ass clapped. Like, that's ridiculous. With anti-magic field, and I couldn't do shit. It's very embarrassing. We'll try it. Oh. You cunt. What? There we go. Okay, this time we're gonna go with the meat cleaver and the sword. We will switch that out. I don't think I could buff this. Oh. Where is he? There we go. Another magic user that couldn't do anything. Alright, so I'm not going to talk shit like you guys saw. I was pretty pathetic with my my PvP, but this time got this guy, magic user with anti-magic field. I didn't see him at first, but ultimately got him. Alright, so we'll get the golden demon soul, and this world, Tower of Latria, is almost complete. It is pure black, or pure white, and we'll be coming back here later on. And just like always, we're going to go, let's see, I don't think I have any other, I do have a legendary. The golden, you can do a couple things with. It is more for mage builds. So the golden could be used to turn catalyst into the insanity catalyst, which is fantastic. Homing soul arrow, you could get soul thirst, and you could get banish from Saint Urbane for faith builds. With our particular build, we are going to use it. That's 26,400 souls that we will get from this. Unless you want those other items, those other spells, go ahead and save it. But like I said, for us, for this particular build, it is not really useful.
Then touch the demon, soul of the mind, key to life.
So we're going to get this to,
Soul of the lost,
should get our strength to 30.
Let strength be granted so the world might be mended.
And then we'll work on our dex, endurance, and vitality. So we're getting up there.
Art thou finished?
Yes, thou art
May thy
finished.
strength help the world be mended.
Alright, so we'll end the episode there. Thank you for watching. Hope you really enjoyed it, even though I'm horrible at PvP. Hope you got a good laugh. but ultimately we got him at the end. So we'll see you on the next one.